3 and 2 make 5 and 5 make 10 and 10 and 10 make 20. Oh. Next item. A small injection insinuative and emollient to lubricate, soften, and refresh the gentleman's bowels. Oh, yes. Yes, Mr. Florent. Very polite you are. The gentleman's bowels. But you cheat me all the time. 30 sous for a small injection? Last month you only charged me 20 sous. And when an apothecary says 20, he really means 10. So there we are. 10 sous. Oh, under that pain. Where's my bell? Toinette! 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 Oh, where's my little bell? Oh, Toinette! Next item. Next item. That same evening, a sweet, purifying emulsion compounded of rhubarb and rose water, etc., etc., Levantine senna to cleanse and irrigate the gentleman's lower intestine. Toinette! I could die in the next 5 minutes. Total this month, 12 doses of medicine and 21 injections. Last month it was 21 doses of medicine and 44 injections. It's no wonder I felt so much better then than I do now. Toinette! Ting-a-ling? Ting-a-ling-a-ling? Bong! 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 Oh! You have arrived! Hallelujah! Oh, how very nice of you to drop in. Yes, thank you so much. How are you, Mr. Argan? Oh, very well, thank you. I'm not dead. Thank you, I'm not dead. No. I was just sleeping, that's all. You know how many people die in their sleep? Will you be quiet? Am I not even to have the simple pleasure of scolding you if I want to? Isn't it enough that I've lost my little bell?
Oh, scold as long as you want. And when you're finished, you can take your medicine.
I don't want my medicine.
You don't want your medicine?
No.
Okay. I take it away. I take it far, far away. And then I give it to the flowers. Or I polish the chair with it. He looks a little bit sick, doesn't he? Or I take it myself
take this away. Take it away, 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 away.
Yes. They are making fine games with your carcass, this Dr. Argan and Mr. Florent. They're making a milk cow out of you. I really would like to ask them what's wrong with you, that you need all this medicine?
Hold your tongue, you insolent creature. My doctor's orders are nothing to do with you. Now go and fetch my daughter, Angelique. I've got something to say to her.
Oh, there she is, Veronica.
Oh, yes. Come in, my darling, come in. Come in. Please, sit down. I've got wanting to talk to you. You've just come at the right moment.
I'm all attention, Father.
Yes. Yes. Wait a minute. Give me my stick. Stick. I'll be right back.
Tonette,
You,
look at me.
I am looking.
Can't you guess what I'm wanting to talk about?
What can it be? What can it be? What can it be? Ah, it's that young man of ours. For the last week we have talked of nothing else.
I love to take every opportunity of opening my heart to you. Tell me, Tonette, you don't blame me for feeling as I do about him?
No, not at all.
You do agree with me, don't you? That there was something like destiny in the way we made each other's acquaintance.
Yes.
And the way he came to my help without knowing me was most chivalrous.
Yes.
And all done so charmingly.
Oh, yes.
Tonette, don't you think he's very nice looking?
Cabella.
And that there is something noble. Yes. In everything he says and does.
Yes.
And no one could talk more lovingly to me.
Oh, yes.
But the way they keep me under restraint and prevent any exchange of the tender affection that mutually inspires us is too annoying for anything.
Quite right.
Tonette, do you think he loves me as much as he says he does?
That's where someone needs to be cautious. Real love and pretending are so hard to distinguish. And I've seen some very good actors in that line.
Oh, Tonette, what are you saying? Is it possible that he could be lying to me?
Oh, you forgot that he wrote to you yesterday. And he intends to ask for your hand. And that will be a pretty good way of letting you know whether he's in earnest or not.
Oh, Tonette, if he should deceive me, I'll never believe another man as long as I live.
My dear, no, don't worry about it. There's your father. The sun is shining, 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 the birds are singing.
Well, now, my girl, I have some news for you. Something perhaps a little unexpected. I have received an offer of marriage for you.
Franz bleibt da! Du weißt ja nicht, wie's Wetter wird! Franz bleibt da! Du weißt ja nicht, wie's wird! Hey, ob es regnet oder schneit oder ob die Sonne scheint! Franz bleibt da! Du weißt ja nicht, wie's wird!
You like the idea?
Yes.
Well, of course you do. It's every young girl's heart's desire, isn't it? Nature, Mother Nature.
It's my duty, Father, to obey you in everything.
Well, I am very pleased to have such an obedient daughter. Well, it's all settled then. I've already promised he shall have you. Your stepmother was against the idea, of course. She has always wanted me to put you and your little sister, Louison, into a convent. But I carried my point, and I have given my word.
Oh, Father, how grateful I'm for your goodness.
I really must give you credit for this. It's the most sensible thing you ever did in your life.
Well, I haven't yet seen the young man himself, but they tell me I should be very pleased with him, and you as well.
Oh, you may be sure I shall, Father.
Why? Have you seen him?
Now that I have your consent, I can confess that we have already met a week ago. And that you have been asked for my hand because we fell in love at first sight.
Ah! Well, they didn't tell me that. No, they didn't. But if that's the way things are, so much the better. They tell me he's a fine, handsome young man.
Yes, Father.
Graceful.
Undoubtedly.
Likeable.
Certainly.
Good looking.
Very good looking.
And clever. Comes from a good family.
Absolutely.
And finally, the pièce de résistance. In just 3 days' time, he takes his degree as a doctor.
Is he, Father?
Yes. Hasn't he told you that?
No, he did. Who was it told you?
Oh, Mr. Puregold told me.
Does Mr. Purgon know him?
What a question to ask. Does Mr. Puregold know him? Well, of course he does. He's his own nephew.
Cléante is Mr. Purgon's nephew.
Yes, Cléante. Cléante? What is Cléante? Aren't we talking about the young man who wants to marry you?
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course. Yes, he's Mr. Puregold's nephew. He's the son of his brother-in-law, Dr. Diaphorus, and we arranged the marriage this morning. Mr. Puregold, Mr. Florent, and I. And tomorrow, the son, his name is Thomas. Not Cléante. Thomas. Yeah? And guess what? Tomorrow, his father is bringing him here so we can meet him. Here! Tomorrow! What is the matter? Why are you looking so dumbfounded?
Because I realize you have been talking about one person and I thought you meant someone else.
Oh, you thought I meant someone else? Oh, is that all?
However could you think about such a ridiculous scheme? With all the money you have, you're not going to marry your daughter to a doctor.
Yes, I am. And what does it have to do with you, you impudent hussy?
Go easy, huh? You calling me names right away. Can't we discuss it without getting into a temper? There now. Let us talk calmly. What are your reasons, if I may ask, for
reason is that in view of the feeble and poorly state I'm in, I want to have doctors in the family who can take care of me.
Oh, that is a very good reason, I must say, but with your hand on your heart now, are you ill?
What? You, Jade. Am I ill? You impudent creature. Am I ill?
Yes, you are ill, you're very ill. Don't let us quarrel about that. You are very, very ill. You are more ill than you think. Oh. But your daughter, she is not ill, so there is no need to give her a doctor.
It is for me that I'm giving her this doctor.
Please, may I give you some friendly advice?
What is your advice?
Think no more of this marriage.
Why not?
Your daughter will never consent. She will tell you that she has nothing to do with this Mr. Diaphorus or his son Thomas Idon or any of the whole pack of Diaphorisms.
Yes, but I want something to do with them. Thomas is Mr. Diaphorus's only son. When he dies, Thomas gets all the money. Huh? And Mr. Diaphorus earns 8,000 francs a year.
Oh, he must have killed a lot of patients to have made all that money. I stick to my point. My advice between ourselves is to choose some other husband for her. She's not cut out to be a Mrs. Diaphorus.
Oh, well, I'm determined that she shall be. And she will do as I've promised, Tora.
Oh, what? I'll put her into a convent. Oh, you'll never put her into a convent. Your own fatherly affection will stop you.
Oh, no, it won't.
Fiddlesticks.
Don't say fiddlesticks to me.
Go easy, Master. You're forgetting that you are very ill.
I absolutely command her to prepare for marriage with the husband that I have chosen.
And I absolutely forbid her to do anything of that sort.
What? How dare you speak like that to me?
When a master doesn't know what he's doing, a sensible servant does right to correct him.
Come here. Come here.
It is my duty preventing you from making a fool of yourself.
You slut!
I never agreed
You
to this
wretch!
marriage, and I never want to marry
You
Thomas
wretch!
Diaphorus. She will take notice of me rather than you, and if she does, I'll disown her.
But if she doesn't, I'll curse the day she was born. Oh, no. Oh! I'm done for. That's enough to finish me off altogether. Come here, wife. Come here.
Whatever is the matter, my dear?
Come and rescue me.
Oh, what is it, I'm ducky?
My love.
My dearest.
They have been torturing me.
Oh, poor little hubby, what is it done, ducky?
It's that horrible Toinette of yours. She's become more impudent than ever.
Oh, don't upset yourself so.
She had the effrontery to tell me that I'm not ill at all.
Impudence.
You know, my dearest, how bad I am.
Yes, dearie, it's very wrong of her.
Yes. That Jade will be the death of me. She's the cause of all this bile I'm secreting.
There now, there.
And I've asked you to get rid of her. I don't know how many times. I said it yesterday. I said it the day before.
Don't upset yourself so! There are no servants without faults. Man or women, we are forced to put up with their bad punch now and again because of their good ones. She is clever, conscientious, hardworking, and above all, she is honest. You know how careful we have to be with those we employ nowadays. Toinette, my husband.
Me, madam? I don't know what you are talking about. I do everything to please the master in every way.
Oh, the deceitful creature!
He was saying that he meant to marry his daughter to Mr. Dearfer's son, and I thought that's a very good match for her. I told him he'd do better to put her into a convent.
I think there's nothing much wrong with that. I think she is quite right.
Don't you believe her? She's a terrible wretch. She said no end of rules.
I believe you! Pull yourself together! But that if you ever annoy my husband again, I'll sack you. Give me his pillows, and I'll make him comfortable in his chair. You are all over the place. Pull your nightcap over your ears. There is nothing like letting the wind in at your ears or giving you a cold.
Oh, my dear. How grateful I am to you for taking such good care of me.
Get up! And we put this one on you. Sit down. We put this one here. This one to support you there. One at your back. And this one here to keep your head up.
And this one here to keep the view of you.
You wretch! You want to smother me? I can't take any more of it!
Why get so upset? It doesn't mean any harm.
Oh, you don't know what a terrible wretch she is. She's completely upset me. It'll take a dozen injections and 12 pills of medicine to put me right again.
Calm yourself, Ducky. Do calm yourself.
Oh, my dear. Oh, you are my only consolation.
Oh, my poor boy.
I want to try to show some recognition, my dear, for this love that you bear me. And I was intending, as I told you before, to make out my will.
Please don't talk to me about that. The very word will sets me trembling.
Yes, I know, my dear. But I spoke to the notary about it this morning.
What did he say?
Well, he says that I cannot leave you anything in my will. He says it's contrary to customary law. That any such provision would be null and void. Can you imagine that? A man cannot leave money to his wife who loves him and cares for him. What do you think of that? Fortunately, he's full of solutions. Oh, yes, it's perfectly simple. You see, I can hand over to you great piles of ready cash while I'm still alive. Or I can bequeath it all in my will to a trusted friend who can hand it over to you after my death. Or I can dig a hole in the garden.
Heavens, don't be bothering yourself at all. As if anything would happen to you, I shan't want to go on living.
Oh, my dearest.
Oh, my dear, if I were so unfortunate as to lose you.
My love. My dear wife.
Life would be worth nothing to me anymore.
Oh, my love, please.
I should follow you to the grave to prove how dearly I love you.
Oh, dearest, you're breaking my heart. I must heed the gentleman's advice. And therefore, as an immediate precaution, I am going to hand over to you 20,000 francs in gold, which I keep hidden in my closet.
Oh, no, I don't want that at all. What was the amount of the bills?
20,000 francs in my closet.
Oh, please don't talk to me about money. All the money in the world is nothing compared to you, my love.
That is precisely why I want to leave it all to you and not to my horrible little children. Let's go to my study, my darling, where we can talk about it further.
Come, my poor boy, come.
What do you think you are doing, mad creature that you are? You leave your business. Punchinello? Yes? Do you want to have some money? 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 No. You let your affairs go hang. Dear Nicoletta, with you it was a dream, but only a dream. Punchinello. Dear Caterina, I liked your margarina. Punchinello. Dear Franz, thank you that you take care of my 7 children or 8 children. Punchinello. 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 You don't eat? Punchinello. 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 You don't drink? Oh. Can I have a glass of water, please? Thank you. Enough. You lose your sleep at night? Toilette, toilette, toilette. And all for what? For a she-dragon, a veritable she-dragon, who snaps you and makes game of everything you can find to say to her. Well, if it's love you want, be as silly as all the rest of them. You can't be always sensible, even if you want to, and all that can be turned as easily as young ones. I've come to soften my tiger's cat's heart, meow, by a serenade. There are times when there's nothing so effective as a lover who's singing his tale of woe to the keyhole or the doorknob at his mistress's gate. All night, all lovely night. Oh. My amore, du mein flexible mistress. Toinette, Toinette, je t'adore. Toinette, Toinette, ich liebe dich. Toinette, Toinette, I cannot forget my Toinette. Toinette, Toinette, schätze Packpaffäre. Toinette, Toinette, ich weiß es einfach nicht. Toinette, Toinette, if it's a dream or if it's true, then I love you.
Servinetti.
Toinettina.
Amor confetti sguardi. Mentiti desiri fallaci sospiri, accetto bocciati di fede depreciate.
Ah,
Che non mi
grazie.
cannabia.
Spregrazzo, perché l'aveva ricevito?
Che c'è so per
Grazie,
prova?
grazie.
Che voi non si trova, eh? Costanza la fede! Quanto è pazza colei che vi crede! Quei squadri lambidi, eh?
Oh, grazie.
Non mi affiorano! Quei sospiferi di più non infiammano! Serpino misero! Del vostro piangere il mio colliva, che già so per prova, che voi non si trova. Costanza non fede! Quanto è pazza con lei che mi crede! Quanto è pazza con lei che mi crede!
Please, let her become my wife. Or a long-time relationship. And please let her come down now.
Puncinello, Puncinello, dearest fellow. Puncinello, Puncinello, I wanna tell you. Puncinello, Puncinello,
Juanetina, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Puncinello.
Juanetina, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Puncinello.
1, 2, 3.
Hello. What we got here then? What's happening here at this time of night? I'm trying to get some sleep.
It's just a piccolo song, huh?
Or just a piccolo song, no? Hello. Good evening. Oh, it's an audience. Terribly sorry. Is this here the Molière play?
No, nix a Molière, it's a Puncinello e Toniatina play.
Puncinello and the policeman play. You know, I wrote a poem for my sergeant on his birthday last year. It goes like this. I like to be a policeman, it suits me to the ground. I get to wear a uniform and make a whistling sound. I've also got a song. I like to live beside the seaside. I like to live beside the sea. Bom diddly bom diddly. I've also got a little monologue. It's only half an hour long. It goes like this.
surprise. What have you come here for?
I have come to learn my fate, to speak with the lovely Angelique, and to learn her true feelings concerning this dreadful marriage I've only just heard about.
Yes, but you can't come and talk to her like that. You have heard how she's watched, not allowed to go out or talk to anyone. It was only her Aunt Beryl's insistence that allowed us to go to the play where you met her for the first time. And we are very careful to say nothing about that little adventure.
But I'm not here as Cléante. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm here as the friend of her music master, who today has sent me in his place. O sole mio, Cabella in me, o sole mio, sta in fronte a te. O sole mio, sta in fronte a te, sta in fronte a te.
For a moment and let me tell you that you are here. Master, there is
Mr. Purgon told me that I have to walk up and down my bedroom 12 times each way every morning. But I forgot to ask him whether he meant crosswise or lengthwise.
Master, I need to tell you.
Quietly, if you please. Your voice goes right through my head. You never remember not to speak loudly to people who are ill.
Yes, but I need to tell you that.
Quietly, if you please. What? What are you saying? Yes, Toinette.
I was saying that there is a gentleman wanting to talk to you.
Oh, well, let him in. Sir!
Not so loud! Your voice goes right to the master's head!
Sir! I'm delighted to find you up and about and see that you are feeling better.
Feeling better? Feeling better? That is not true. He's still very poorly. Oh, yes, okay, he can get about, eat, drink, and sleep like anybody else, but that doesn't mean that he isn't very ill indeed.
She's quite right. I'm very sorry to hear it, sir. I have come on behalf of your daughter's music master. It appears he's had to go out of town for a few days, and so he sent me in his place to continue the young lady's tuition.
Yes, very well. Call Angelique.
I think it's better I take the gentleman up to her room.
No, you bring her here.
But he can't teach her properly except in private.
Oh, yes, he can.
But master, it's bound to deafen you. And the music, it will go right through your head. And you will have pain.
Not a bit. I am very fond of music and I shall be more than pleased. That was her.
Yes.
Off you go. See if my wife is dressed yet. Angelique, come in. Seems that your music master is out of town. Here's somebody sent in his place to give you your lesson.
Heavens.
What's the matter?
What is it? What? Why is she acting so peculiar?
Such a strange coincidence, Father.
What is?
I dreamt last night. I was in a most dreadful predicament when I met someone just like this gentleman, and I asked him to help me, and he did. It was so surprising for me to come in here and meet unexpectedly the very person who has been in my thoughts all the night.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I'm honored that I should occupy your thoughts and should count myself most fortunate if you thought me worthy of helping you.
What am I going to do with this?
Master! I take back every... Oh. I take back every word I said yesterday. Here they are, Mr. Dearest, father and son coming to see you.
Oh, they're here. Please, don't go, sir, don't go. The fact is, I'm in the process of getting my daughter married. And they've brought the young man along. She's never even met him yet.
You do me too much honor, sir, in allowing me to witness so agreeable a meeting.
Oh, not at all.
Come, my groom, here they come. Come.
Behave nobly. Consequences.
The purpose of our visit, sir, is ever to bring relief to our patients, never to inconvenience.
Sir, with the greatest pleasure.
To the
movie. That I wish I could have. But you know, gentlemen, that the poor invalid, and I myself, has no
I'm to assure you that
he has taken every opportunity to tell you, gentlemen, that he's at your service.
Come forward, Thomas, and make your compliments.
Do I start with the father, Father?
Yes.
Sir, in you I come to salute, acknowledge, cherish, and revere second father. But a second father to whom I make bold to say I am more indebted than to my original one. He begot me, but you have chosen me out. He had to take me willy-nilly. You have accepted me voluntarily. My kinship with him is physical, a product of the body. With you it is an effect of will and intention. And so, inasmuch as the faculties of the mind surpass the faculties corporeal, so am I indebted to you for this future affiliation for which I come today to offer you in advance my humble and respectful thanks.
Cheers for the colleges that send out such clever fellows into the world.
Was that all right, Father?
Up to there.
Make your greetings to the gentleman.
Have I to kiss her, Father?
No. Yes. Yes.
Madam, rightly has heaven bestowed on you the title of mother, since in your visage...
My wife. This is my daughter you're addressing.
Then where is your wife?
She's coming.
Do I wait till she comes, Father?
Make your compliments to the young lady in the meantime.
Madam, even as the statue of Memnon used to give forth a melodious sound, woo! At the moment when the sun's rays first illumined it, so do I find myself animated by
Emotion.
Emotion when the sun of your beauty appears. Even as the naturalists observe that the flower named heliotrope turns ever to the star of the day, so will my heart henceforward and forever turn towards those resplendent luminaries, your lovely eyes. Permit me then, madam, to offer you this very day upon the altar of your charms a heart which seeks no other glory than that of being ever your obedient, humble, and devoted servant and spouse.
What it is to study and to learn how to make fine speeches.
What do you say to that?
I think the gentleman's doing splendidly.
Indeed he is. Yes, please, gentlemen, please, sit down and make yourselves at home in my humble maison. you sit there, my dear, yes. You see, sir, how everyone admires your son. You are very fortunate to have a boy like that.
Yes, quite apart from fatherly affection, I can say I have good reason to be proud of him. He has never shown the lively imagination or the sparkling wit one observes in some young men, but that I have always found to be a sign of good judgment, so necessary in our profession. In childhood, he was never what you might call lively, or even alert, but ever gentle and mild. When I sent him to college, he did find it difficult. But he forced himself against all the odds, and his tutors commended him on his efforts. I can say that my dear son has made the most noise in public debates. He will never listen to arguments in favor of such alleged discoveries of our time as the circulation of the blood and other such preposterous theories.
I have prepared a thesis against those who uphold the circulation of the blood, which, with your permission, sir, I venture to offer the young lady as the first fruits of my genius.
Such a thing would be of no use for me. I know nothing about such matters.
Come on, give it to me. It's worth having it for the pictures in the margin. It will be very nice in the bedroom or Rumpelkammer. Eines Kapitänskajüte. Wo ist Fachverkäufer? Freut sich auch. Schön.
With your permission, sir, I would invite her to come along one day and enjoy the pleasure of seeing a woman dissected.
Dissection.
And hearing my dissertation upon it.
some young men take their young ladies to a play, but a dissection is so much more entertaining, isn't it?
To continue, as far as the qualities necessary for marriage and propagation are concerned, I can assure you that by our medical standards he leaves nothing to be desired.
Splendid, splendid. Oh, please, sir, won't you allow my daughter to sing a little for our guests?
Certo, signor.
Oh.
Well, I thought we might entertain the company by singing together a small passage from a new operetta, which has only just been composed. Here. This is your part.
Mine?
Please, don't sing. Allow me to explain. I to live, for without you I die. I must know my fate. What is your reply? Tell me my fate. What is your reply?
Tears, oh tears, you must know my heart. This helplessness threatens to tear me apart. My singular hope, for I love only you, is that you might teach me what I should do. Tears, please teach me what I should do.
Well, they're splendid, splendid. Who would have thought my daughter was so clever as to be able to sing on sight without hesitation like that?
So you love me, you really truly love me.
Yes, I love you, I really truly love you.
And I love you eternally, truly. And you see. But who is this rival who stands in our way?
I hate him. His love I can never repay.
And what of your father? He looks quite contrary, and dotes on this fool who he wants you to marry. He's made up his mind and will never relent.
I'd much rather die than to give my consent. I'd rather die.
Oh, heavens.
I'd rather die.
My darling, I will
rather
protect
die
you,
than
need
give
not
his
consent.
And what does her father say to all this? What does he say? What does he say? What does he say?
He says nothing.
Thank you, that's quite enough. We've had quite enough. Plays like this set a very bad example. Yon shepherd Tircis is a rogue, and the shepherdess, Phyllis, is an impudent baggage. To carry on like this in front of her father. Let me see the words. Let me see the words you've been singing. Where are they? There's nothing here but the notes.
It's the very latest invention, sir. The words and the music are written in one. Extempore.
Are they indeed?
Of course, yes.
I am your humble servant, sir. Good day to you. We could have done very well without your ridiculous operetta.
I had hoped you'd be entertained, sir.
I most certainly was not. Ah, here's my wife. Diaphoros' son, my love.
I am.
Madam, rightly has heaven bestowed on you the title of mother, because in your visage we behold.
Delighted to have come in time to have the honor of seeing you. Sir.
Because in your visage we behold. In your visage, madam, you've interrupted me in the middle of my sentence. And now, I can't remember.
Save it for another time, Tom.
Angelique! Go! Give the gentleman your hand and plight him your troth as your husband-to-be.
Father,
What do you mean, father?
I beseech you not to hurry things.
I'll beseech you.
At least give us some time to get to know one another and to develop some mutual inclination.
As far as I'm concerned, madam, the inclination is there already.
There will be plenty of time for that after you are married.
Please, Father, marriage is a bond into which a heart should not be forced. If he's a gentleman, he will not wish to take a wife who is forced to marry him.
Nego consequentium, I deny your conclusion, dear lady. In ancient times, it was customary for brides to be carried off by force, so that they shouldn't appear to be too willing.
Oh, but we are living in modern times. There's no need for such pretenses. Be patient. If you really love me, my wishes should be yours.
Distinguo, madam, I make a distinction. Where love is not involved, concedo, I concede the point. But where love is involved, nego, I cannot agree. I cannot agree.
Love
It has no use you're arguing. The gentleman is fresh out of college. What is the point of resisting?
Maybe she has someone else in mind. If I had, madam, it would be one such as reason and modesty would approve.
I might as well not be here.
If I were you, I wouldn't insist on her marrying, but I know what I would do. I'm well aware of your intentions towards me, madam, but maybe your advice will be fortunate enough not to be taken.
Because clever and well-brought-up daughters like you scorn to submit to their father's wishes. Things were different at the time.
There are limits for a daughter's duty, madam.
You mean to say that your mind is set on marriage, but you want to choose a husband to suit your own fancy?
If my father won't allow me the husband of my choice, I beg him at least not to compel me to marry one I could never love.
No, please, gentlemen, please.
Women marry for different purposes. I want to be able to love my husband for the rest of my life, and so I must be careful in choosing him. Some people get married just to get away from their parents, to be able to do what they like. Others, madam, turn marriage into a business transaction, hoping to inherit from their older husbands and so run from one husband to another with no scruples at all, getting richer and richer along the way.
You're very eloquent, my dear. May I ask what you mean by all that?
Just what I have said, madam.
Your silliness is becoming unbearable.
No doubt you would like to provoke me to rudeness, but I will not give you that satisfaction.
I've never heard such impertinence.
No, madam. You can say what you like. It will do you no good.
You are a public laughingstock with your absurd pride and presumption.
It's no use, madam. I will not be provoked. I prefer to take my leave instead.
Absolutely everything's under control. Either you marry this gentleman within 4 days, or you go straight into a convent. Make your choice. Here we are, gentlemen. Of course, don't worry. I'll see that she obeys.
I'm sorry, I have to go to my dear. There's business in town I have to attend to. I'll be back again shortly.
Oh, yes, thank you. Goodbye, my little spiny anteater.
Bye, my dear heart.
How that woman loves me. It's incredible.
We must also take our leave of you, sir.
Oh, yes. Wait! Before you go, please tell me how I am.
Thomas, take the gentleman's other hand. To show you can take a pulse properly. Quid dices? What sayest thou? What?
Dico, I say that this is the pulse of a man who is not at all well.
Good.
Strongish, not to say strong.
Very good.
Falling off a little now.
Bene.
Even a little erratic.
Optime.
Indicative of a disturbed state of the splenetic parenchyma. That's the spleen.
Excellent.
No! Mr. Plogon says it's my liver that's wrong.
Ah, yes. When one talks of parenchyma, it covers both. Because of the close accord between them, by means of the vas brevis of the pylorus and the meatus chloricidia, the bile ducts of the duodenum. No doubt your doctor tells you to eat plenty of roast beef.
No, only boiled.
Oh, yes. Roast or boiled, same thing. Your doctor's a very wise man. You couldn't be in better hands.
Tell me, sir, how many grains of sand, how many droplets of salt should one take with an egg?
6,
8,
10,
11.
12, always even numbers. Just as with pills, you always take odd numbers. You can beat an unending dog.
I looked in, my dear, before going out because there is something you ought to keep an eye on. As I was passing Angelique's door, I saw there was a young man with her. He slipped away as soon as he saw me.
A young man with my daughter.
Yes, little Louison was there. She saw everything.
Little Louison. Yes, of course. Send her in, my love, send her in. Ah, the brazen hussy, no wonder she was so obstinate.
She's always so
Ah.
No. Ah! What do you want, Daddy?
Come here. Come closer. Turn this way. Stop! Look up. Look at me. Well,
Well, what, Daddy?
have you nothing to tell me?
Well, if you like, I could tell you the story of the polar bear. Once upon a time, there was a little baby polar bear who went fishing one day with his daddy.
That is not what I'm asking about.
How about the goat and the flea? I've just
No.
What is it then?
You know very well what I want. Haven't I told you to always come and tell me everything you see at once?
Oh, yes, Daddy.
And have you seen nothing today?
No, Daddy.
Nothing at all?
No.
Nothing? Absolutely sure?
Sure.
Then I shall have to make you see something.
Oh, Daddy.
You little scamp! You didn't tell me that you saw a young man in your sister's room.
Oh, Daddy.
This will teach you to tell lies.
Forgive me, Daddy. Sister told me I wasn't to tell you, but I will. I'll tell you everything.
No! You must be whipped first for fibbing, then we'll deal with the rest.
Dear Daddy, don't whip me.
Come along, come along.
Oh, Daddy, you've heard me. Stop. I'm dying.
Louison. Louison. Oh, what have I done? Oh, my poor, precious little Louison. Oh, how could I do such a terrible, wretched thing? Oh, wretched father, horrible, nasty, naughty father! Wretched stick, cursed stick, a plague upon all sticks! Oh, my poor little sweet, little innocent, itty-bitty, teeny-weeny little Louison.
There, Daddy, don't take on so. I'm not quite dead yet.
Not yet. You are a cunning little vixen. But I'm going to let you get away with it. This time, provided that you tell me the whole truth. Because here is my little finger. He knows everything. He will tell me at once if you lie.
And you won't tell my sister I told you?
No.
A man came into my sister's room while I was there.
Yes?
Well, I asked him what he wanted, and he said he was her music master.
Oh, did he? Go on.
Well, then my sister came.
Yes?
She said, "Go, for heaven's sake, go. You'll drive me to despair."
Go on, go on.
Well, he didn't want to go.
But what did he say to her?
Told her this and that. She was the most beautiful girl in all the world, and he loved her dearly.
And then?
And then he went down on his knees.
And then?
He kissed her hands.
And then?
Then my stepmother came to the door and he ran away.
Was there nothing else after that?
No, Daddy.
Ah, but my little finger is whispering something. What? Oh, my little finger says there's something else you saw. Something you haven't told me about.
Then your little finger's a fibber, Daddy.
Be careful. Be careful.
No, Daddy, don't you believe it. It's a fibber, I assure you.
Well, we'll see about that. Don't run along. Keep your eyes open. Be off! Children aren't children anymore.
Well, brother, how are you?
My sweet sister Geraldine. I'm bad. I'm very bad.
Bad? In what way bad?
I mean, I'm bad.
Oh, what a shame.
So feeble. I've hardly strength enough to speak.
Well, I hope you've got strength enough to listen, because I have come here with an offer of marriage for my niece Angelique.
Oh, please don't talk to me about that wretched creature. She is a shameless, impertinent, self-willed, brazen-faced hussy, and if she doesn't change her ways, I'll have her in a convent before she can sneeze.
I am so glad to see you're feeling stronger. You see, my visit's doing you good already. Well, we can talk about it later, because I've brought you something.
You have? Mm-hmm. What is it? Is it a tin of biscuits?
No, it's not a tin of biscuits. I have brought you a little entertainment that'll cure your bad temper and make you in a better mood for what we have to talk about.
I want a tin of biscuits.
Sit. And leave the rest to me.
Rejoice in the spring of beauty, rejoice while you're young, while you're young. With loving's a duty, so rejoice while you're young. Rejoice in the spring of beauty. Love is no pleasure like love, without it you'll find. But wanted for the mind. Love is no pleasure like love, so rejoice while you're young. Rejoice in the spring of beauty. Rejoice in the spring of beauty, rejoice while you're young, while you're young. With loving's a duty, so rejoice while you're young. Rejoice in the spring of beauty. Together
Now, shall we have a little chat?
Yes. No, wait. Wait, I'll be right back.
Please don't desert your niece's interest.
I'll do everything I can for her.
We must at all costs prevent this absurd marriage that he so foolishly set on. I've been thinking that it could be a very good plan to produce a doctor of our own, to set him against Mr. Purgan and ridicule his methods. If there is not a person who can do that, I've a good mind to see what I can do myself.
What do you mean?
Leave it to me, and you do what you can on your side. Okay?
Aha! A tin of biscuits.
Will you allow me, brother, to ask you not to excite yourself during our conversation?
Agreed.
And answer any questions I put to you without getting into a temper.
Right.
And treat whatever we have to discuss together in a spirit of entire detachment.
Lord, yes, what a preamble.
Then why is it, brother, when you have so much money and only one daughter, for I'm not counting the little one, why I ask you talking of putting her into a convent?
Because I am the master of my own house and I intend to do as I think fit.
Well, your wife won't fail to advise you to dispose of both your daughters that way.
Oh, yes. My poor wife's brought into it again. She's the cause of all the trouble and everyone's
All
against
right,
her.
brother, all right, we'll leave her out of it. No, she is a woman with the best of intentions towards your family, absolutely disinterested, wonderfully attached to you, shows so much affection towards your children. No, we'll say no about her and come to your daughter. What is your idea, brother, in wanting to marry her to a doctor's son?
The idea is for me to have the sort of son-in-law I'm in need of and to have people in the family who will take care of me.
How can you possibly continue to be so infatuated with doctors? Are you determined to go on being ill, in spite of all that your friends and nature itself can do for you?
What do you mean by that?
What I mean is that I don't know anybody who's less ill than you are.
What?
One couldn't wish for a better constitution than yours. One proof that there's nothing wrong with you, and that your health is perfectly sound, is that in spite of all your efforts, you haven't managed to spoil your health in the least. And you have survived all the medicines they've given you to swallow.
Those medicines keep me alive. But Mr. Purgon told me that if he stopped treating me for just 3 days, I'd be dead.
He'll be treating you in the next world if you aren't careful.
You don't believe in medicine at all, do you?
No, brother, I don't.
So you don't accept the truth of something that has been worshipped and revered all down the ages?
Far from accepting it as being the truth, I look upon it as being one of the greatest follies of mankind. And how could one man set up to cure another?
Why not?
Ridiculous.
Why shouldn't one man be able to cure another?
Because nature is still a mystery, about which we know very little. Because she's drawn too thick a veil before our eyes for us to understand anything about her.
So according to you, the doctors know nothing?
Precisely. Well, most of them know their classics, can speak Latin freely, give all the Greek names to the diseases, define them and classify them, but as for curing them, that's a thing they know nothing about.
Yes, but there are lots of people as wise and clever as you, and they all run to the doctor when they're ill.
Ah, but that's proof of human frailty. It's not the doctor's skill.
Yes, but the doctors must believe in their skill. They use it on themselves.
There are some who do, and there are some who don't. But they all make money out of it. Your Mr. Begone, for example, now he is a doctor through and through. A man who believes in nothing but his own rules. Medicine has no doubts for him, no difficulties, and full of headlong prejudice, unshakable self-confidence, and no more common sense or reasoning than a brute beast. He Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing. Rest. Nature, if we will allow her, will take care of everything else. It's our restlessness. It's our own impatience which is the ruin of everything. Most men die of their remedies and not of their diseases.
All right, so you're saying that all the knowledge of the universe is inside your little head. And you know more than all the greatest doctors of the day.
Not at all. Everybody can believe what he likes. I only wish I could have taken you to one of Moliere's plays on the subject.
Oh, please, don't mention Moliere. The very mention of his name makes me feel bilious.
Very well, brother. But let me change the subject. I want...
Oh, no, wait, what time is it?
What's the matter?
Well, where is he? Mr. Ferrand. He was supposed to be here half an hour ago to give me my injection.
Oh, that silly little man when I sent him away.
You did what?
I sent him away. I told him he wouldn't be needing him anymore, and I was right, wasn't I?
Oh, my God. That injection was ordered by Dr. Purgon himself. Oh, this is going to be very unfortunate, Verity.
Unfortunate.
What are you doing?
Mr. Purgon was here.
He was? Already?
Yes, but he's gone now.
Oh, where is he? Did he say anything?
Yes, he was very eloquent. That man really has a way with words. The audacity.
Oh, no.
A patient in rebellion with his doctor. Unnatural. An injection which I formulated and composed, which would have a wonderful effect on the bowels.
But it was Geraldine.
Oh, to send it away.
No, she sent him away.
Oh, the outrageous behavior. No punishment could be sufficiently severe.
It wasn't me. I had nothing to do with it. Go get him. Go get him, please. Bring him back. Please.
He's never coming back again.
What?
He wants nothing more to do with you.
Oh, no.
But he did ask me to give you something.
Oh, what is it? Some medicine. What is this? Oh, no. What is this?
I think it's the marriage settlement you set up in favor of his nephew.
Oh, Bernie!
And he also left a message for you.
What message?
Since you have broken the bond of obedience between patient and doctor, you will fall into incurable condition within 4 days.
Oh,
yes!
No.
You will fall into a state of bradypepsia.
Oh.
Yes! From bradypepsia to dyspepsia.
Oh.
From dyspepsia to diarrhea.
Yeah. From diarrhea into flopsy.
No.
Flopsy into mopsy.
Yeah. And from mopsy into autopsy. What is the matter with you now?
I'm dying. No, really. I can feel it. Medicine is taking its vengeance on me.
You're crazy. I shouldn't like anyone to see you in the state you're in now.
Oh, no.
Pull yourself together, really.
No, you heard what she said. Mr. Purgon, all those diseases. He said I'd be dead in 4 days.
And what does it matter what she said? It's not an oracle. Anyone would think to hear you going on that you had absolute authority over life or death. Argan's wrath is as powerless to kill you as his medicines are to keep you alive. Here is your chance to be rid of the doctors if you'll take it.
No!
Adesso basta, Io non ce la faccio mica più, Tutto il giorno a correre davanti a questo e questo non mi vede e non mi sente. Forza, guardatelo lui, con quella faccia da pesce lesso. Ma adesso basta, It was so nice up there in heaven. I was sitting on my little piccolo cloud, dancing in the heather, and looking down. It was so amusing. I couldn't wait to jump down and help. But now I really lost my patience. You know, when I was a child, I used to collect little stones, hoping one day they would become heart full of joy. Just the joy of being. But this seems to be impossible. Only my mother can sort them out. And now I really would like her to come and fetch me. This is too much for me. E poi gli voglio pure bene a questo qui. Mannaggia lui, però basta, Ciao.
Well, you really are terribly stubborn, I must say. Master! There's a doctor wanting to see you.
What doctor?
A doctor of medicine.
Oh, but I asked who he was.
I don't know who he is, but he and me are as like as two peas. If I were not sure my mother was a honest woman, I should say she produced a younger brother for me since my father died.
Show him in. Show him in. Well, I'm just afraid you've let me in for a lot of trouble. It's all those diseases I never heard of before. No, really, I need a doctor. I need a doctor. I need a doctor. Oh, I need a doctor.
Permit me to call upon you and offer my humble service for the bloodlettings or purgings you may be needing.
Oh, I'm very much obliged to you, sir. My God, he's the image of Toinette.
Oh, excuse me for a moment. I forgot to give my servants instructions. I'll be back in a moment.
Oh.
I've come across remarkable cases of resemblance like this before.
Well, I must say, I'm astonished.
Were you wanting something, sir?
What?
Weren't you calling me?
Me?
Huh?
No.
My ears must have been
No,
burning.
stay. I want you to see just how much like you this doctor is.
Oh no, I'm too busy downstairs. What do you think am I doing? I look after the children, call the servants.
That is amazing. If I hadn't seen both of them, I would swear they were one and the same person.
No. As I said, I've come across cases like this. One has often read about such freaks of nature.
No. Nature doesn't produce two freaks like her.
I'm so sorry to keep you, sir.
That's remarkable.
I see you're staring at me. How old do you think I am?
Good. Say you're
26, 27?
I am 19.
90?
Yes, that is one of my secrets, how to keep oneself young, looking, and vigorous. I am a traveling physician. I go from place to place, always seeking patients worthy of my attention. I scorn to bother with dull and ordinary run of minor ailments like rheumatism, coughs, and such like. No. I like serious illnesses. Monstrous raging fevers with spells of delirium. Split. Nice place. Split flash. Advanced cases of dropsy. Split.
I have it. Yes.
Inflammations of the lungs. Brenn, flam. I only wish, sir, that you had all of them.
I have.
So that I could demonstrate the excellence of my remedies.
I'm very, very grateful to you, sir, for your kind attention.
Yes. Who is your doctor?
My doctor, Mr. Purgon.
He's not on my list of the great physicians. What does he say is wrong with you, huh?
Well, he says it's my liver. Others say it's my spleen.
They're all ignoramuses. Your lungs are the trouble.
My lungs?
Yes, what are your symptoms, huh?
Oh, my symptoms. I have headaches from time to time.
Lungs!
Sometimes I seem to have a sort of mist before my eyes.
That is the lungs!
And other times I have a pain in my heart.
Lungs!
And every night I get a pain in my stomach as if I had colic.
Yes! These are the lungs! Which diet does your own doctor prescribe?
Oh, he says I can have what we call chicken. Old egg yolks. And stewed prune.
No.
And he says I have to have plenty of water with my wine. And he says I can only eat English food.
No! You never must English food. Never eat English food. And to strengthen your blood, which is too thin, you need to eat a lot of fat, pork, and rice pudding.
Chocolate biscuits.
Chestnuts.
Apricot souffle.
Spaghetti bolognese.
Kangaroo burgers.
Banana spinach sausages.
Fillet of cod and a cream of mint sauce with a soupçon of garlic dressing on the side.
Marinated peaches in a light liquid liqueur and a strawberry garnish balanced on top.
With chips?
Yes. Your doctor is an ass. I'll send you one of my choice and I'll look in from time to time when I am in town.
I shall be very much obliged to you, sir.
What exactly are you doing with this arm?
My arm?
I would chop it off at once if I were you. Can't you see how it takes the nourishment from the other one?
I need my arm!
And this eye, I should take it off at once if I were you.
Have my eye out?
Yes, it deprives the other one from substance.
There's no hurry!
Well, goodbye then. Anyway, I have to go on a consultation on a man who died yesterday.
Oh, a man who died yesterday?
Yes. To see what could have been done to cure him. Because I'm such a great physician, you know. The Lord spoke to me, personally. And he said, go to all the people in the world and bring them cures.
Bring them cures, we love bring them cures.
And let them pay. For your 6 golden horse-bound carriages and the various estates you urgently need.
I believe, sweet Lord, I believe, oh yeah, I believe.
To do your work in my name.
about the young man who's a suitor for my niece?
No, 1,000 times no. She is going straight into a convent if she won't do what I want.
Well, there's someone who'll be pleased.
Oh, don't tell me. Let me guess. It's my wife you're talking about.
Yes, to be quite frank, I do mean your wife.
Oh.
I can no more bear your infatuation where she's concerned than I can your obsession with doctors. I really can't see you walk straight into every trap that's set for you.
Ah. No. You can't talk like this about the mistress. No. She's a woman without guile and she loves the master very much. Yes, there's no telling how much she loves him. Would you like me to bring her? I'll tell you how much she loves him. Please let me show your sister how little she knows and how wrong she is.
Huh.
I just heard the mistress came back from shopping. You go and you sit in your chair and you pretend to be dead.
Pretend to be dead?
Yes, and then you see how she'll grieve when I tell her the news.
Ha-ha!
But don't let her too long in a state of despair. It could be the death of her, huh?
Leave it to me!
And you hide yourself here. No. Here. No. Here.
I suppose there's no risk in pretending to be dead.
What risk could there be? No, come on, sit here, stretch out yourself, like this. And now,
What happened, Toinette?
oh, mistress, your husband is dead.
My husband is dead?
The poor soul is gone. No one knows that it has happened yet. He just expired in my arms.
Heaven be praised for that! What a relief! Don't be so silly, Toinette. What are you crying for?
I thought that was what we ought to do, madame.
Go on! Who's gonna miss him? Who's gonna miss him? Who's gonna miss him? Nobody. No. Who's gonna miss him? He was a nuisance to everybody. Dirty. Disgusting always, wanting another dose of medicine in his belly or another injection. Forever sniffling, spitting, coughing, dull. Boring. Bad-tempered and always grumbling at the servants night and day.
Nice funeral oration, I must say.
You have to help me to carry out my plans, Toinette. You can rely on me to see that you will be rewarded. Luckily, nobody knows what's happened yet, so we carry him to his bed and we keep his death quiet until I have done all I want to. The papers and money I want to get hold of. I have given him the best years of my life, and I deserve a reward for that. Let's get his key first of all.
Not so fast. touching display of devotion and to hear your eloquent eulogy. I shall be wiser in future.
Well, brother, you see how it is?
I would have never believed it. I hear your daughter's coming. Come on, go back where you were. We just do the same thing.
No.
Oh, yes, it's easily done. It's easy, and while you're into it, you might find out what your whole family is thinking about you.
He wrote to me that he would like to drink with me a cup of tea with me. Bloof, bloof, crunch, crunch.
Oh, unhappy day.
What are you crying for?
Your father is dead.
My father is dead, my dear. Toinette?
He just had a fainting fit and expired in my arms, yes.
Oh heavens, what a cruel misfortune to lose my dear father, who was all the world for me.
I'm getting married in the morning. Ding dong, the bells are gonna chime. What's the matter?
I've just lost the dearest, the most precious thing in the world. My father is dead.
Blast! And I was just coming to see if I couldn't persuade you to look more favourably on the subject of our marriage.
No, Cléante. We must never speak of it again.
But the...
Yes, father. If I opposed your wishes before, I will comply with them now and make amends. Let this kiss be a token of my repentance.
Come! Don't be frightened! I'm not dead! Blood of my blood! Oh, my own true daughter!
What a relief! Father, since heaven in its goodness restores you to my love, I beg you now to grant me one favor. If you cannot approve my heart's desire, if you cannot give me Cléante for a husband, please don't force me to marry another. That's all I ask you.
Sir, listen to her plea. Mine as well. We love each other dearly. Please, give us your consent.
Brother, can you refuse?
Master! affection.
Let him become a doctor.
Mannaggia.
And I'll agree to the marriage. That's it. Become a doctor and you can have my daughter.
Willingly, sir.
I've just had an idea, brother. Why not become doctor yourself?
Me?
Yes. It would be so much more convenient to be able to provide yourself with everything you need.
That's a very good idea. And which disease could have the audacity to attack the doctor himself?
Now look, you're all making fun of me. Am I of an age to start studying?
Study? It's a good one. You know enough about it already.
Oh, no. You need to know Latin and diagnose the various diseases and know...
No. Once you have the cap and the gown of the doctor, all you have to do is open your mouth. Whatever nonsense you talk becomes wisdom and all the rubbish good sense.
Yes. Master, just think, you already have the beard, and the beard is half the physician.
Would you like it arranged right away?
Right away?
Yes, here and now in your own house. I have actors available who will come at once and perform the ceremony here, and it won't cost you a penny.
It won't?
No.
What shall I say? What answer shall I give?
They write it down, you repeat it, that's all there is. Go and get yourself ready while I send for them.
All right. Yes, all right.
What actors?
Oh, just a little something to amuse us this evening. I have actors who sometimes perform a little burlesque about conferring a doctor's degree. I want us all to take part, and my brother shall play the lead role.
Are you sure you're making not fun of Father too much?
I'm not making fun of him, I'm playing up to his fancies. Come along, let's go and get it ready now. Take one of those. Come on.
humanity. We gather to confer the title
Of Doctor
of Medicine.
With the permission of Doctissima et Facultate, I ask you, which remedy for asthmatica do you find suitable? If I have a coldness in my noses and my fingers turneth blue, quid illy do?
Clisterium donare, postium blidare, and afterwards purgare.
Schwindel, wirfus dich vom Hocker, Nase bricht, Ezanus locker, quid illi machen.
Clisterium donare, postia blidare, and afterwards purgare.
Sillarito cattivo, non si vuol curare. Cosa devo fare?
Clisterium donare, postia blidare, and afterwards purgare.
Als mijn auto pijn is en mijn benen slap is, ik weet niet wat ik doe.
With this hat,
With this hat,
both honored and
both
revered,
honored and revered,
we have agreed to give to
you
you the virtue and the power to medicate, to purge,
to purge,
bleed,
to bleed, to pierce,
Yes.
to hack, to cut,
and kill, and punish all over this planet Earth.
Doctors of doctrine, of rhubarb and senna, from Paris, from Frankfurt, Milano, Vienna, to offer my praise to men of such depth would be a fool's errand, ill-judged and inept. To give light to the sun, I might as well try to add waves to the ocean or stars to the sky. My Father in heaven, my mother, the earth, they made me a man. They gave me my birth. But you, great men of learning, have opened the door and made me a doctor, which is so much more.
Adelas nun morgen!
Alexander.